want that chair.
That's the chair for the fucking guest.
Oh, my fault. Oh,
That's the
I'm
guest. Yes, nigga.
Oh, my fault. I didn't know. Yes. So, it's cousin.
Yeah, you are. My crazy motherfucking cousin.
Sorry, we're not cousins. We just know each other.
No. We're related by blood, goddamn. I don't even know how to start. You did all this musical shit that I don't do.
Because I thought I could bring a new essence to the pod. Your pod. You know what I'm saying?
Anyway, we got about we got about 4.
We're gonna have like seven cameras, 7 hours of content.
This is all get cut out. This is all get cut out.
Okay. I have raw footage. When you make it in life, I want to have that raw footage.
So you could be like, see, this is where it all was.
Exactly.
This is what he didn't want to talk about.
Exactly. What did I do?
I was supposed to be fly with my shit on. Okay. Anyway, shout out to everybody that's watching. If you're watching, we kind of dimmed down right quick. This is Attention Horse Podcast 439, episode 439. This is conversations with Smooth, with Ty Smooth. Yeah, and it's on Wednesday. Does it come out? Do you do it anymore?
No, not yet. But DJ Ty Smooth, I'm gonna revolutionize the game. I got a whole bunch of shout outs but we're gonna do that later.
This is when you get 2 alpha motherfuckers.
Yeah, I know. I can't do this.
And he's gonna tell me what to do on my shit.
No, I'm not trying to.
Yeah, you're not trying to, but you are because you can't help your fucking self.
My fault. That's why niggas want to beat me up so bad. This is why niggas want to beat me up so bad.
Not this other reason.
Right.
This is Attention Horse. We're back. Shout out to everybody watching if you're watching. Shout out to everybody if you ain't. It's all good. We're in the dim room today. Right now we have my guest. This is my cousin. This is my brother.
You want to claim it?
I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Some people don't want to claim it. That's cool though. I won't be too.
You talking about family or friends or both?
I mean, that's a good segue. But
I know that's a good segue. I'm good at this. Don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
I'm good at this.
Maybe I'm good at this too.
No. But anyway, you're kind of off-putting sometimes, but it's cool. I'm off-putting.
I think
we have more in common than we don't have. Yeah, we have more in common than we don't have. You might be a little bit more extreme. Plus, you're younger than me too. So when you're younger, you really don't care too much. I've done dumb shit when I was younger that could have went left. So yes.
Shit, I just got jumped like 2 months ago, like a month ago.
All right. So this is what happened. I wasn't talking to this nigga for at least a year or 2. Well, how long?
Pandemic, a year.
The pandemic, right? No, that's 2 years.
Nah, it's like halfway through the pandemic, though. Because it was like 2021.
Nah, it was a pandemic, bro. It was summertime. It was summertime.
I'm going to tell you this. Cause
it was the summertime. You know why? I got the gift for Mother Day.
Yeah, no.
You're right. It was summertime.
It was the summertime.
It was June.
Summertime, yeah, 2020.
2 years in June, nigga. What's a month?
Oh, yeah. Now it's like 2020. Oh, yeah.
2 years.
It's about 2 years, yeah.
Yeah, 2 years.
I mean, we started talking in like maybe like a month.
No, this is what happened, right? So this is cut through. This is my cousin. He has a different way of seeing things, and I noticed that when he was a teenager in his young age, he liked a lot of old school hip hop, shit like that. He's very vocal about how people act and how they think and shit, and I'm very vocal about that too.
Hold on, I'm going to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Any nigga that wants to play me in a versus, any type of versus, I don't care if R&B, hip hop, you want to do DISGUSTE, you want to do low, I don't care. I can beat you, dismantle you real quick. You can do 50 songs, you can do 10 songs, you can do 5 songs. It don't matter.
You're talking about play your best 50.
Play your best
but that's playlist. That's all.
Subjective.
That's all perspective.
My perspective is very weird. I shit on you niggas with my perspective every day. I think that's the problem.
I don't know what I did right now. I'm trying to go and start some shit. You keep segueing me somewhere else. What were we talking about first? Listen, I'm nori-ish when it comes to shit. I talk over people. I go off on a whole other tangent. What's up with the Nicking bat? You like?
This is yours.
I know it's there for.
I'm not violent though.
He lies. Anyway,
I'm not a violent person.
Not a violent person.
Never went to jail in my life. I refuse to go to jail.
You don't have to go to jail to be violent. There's a lot of violent niggas that never went to jail.
Okay, I'm not.
You do not get caught to go to jail, nigga.
I am not a criminal. Nobody's gonna spit in my butt. I heard the stories. I refuse to go when somebody's going to spit in your butt. What? Somebody's going to spit in your butt. Yo, I heard those jail stories. You didn't hear that shit?
This is not clippable.
Yo, niggas was like, yo, you go to jail, they don't like you. And I'm easily not liked. Niggas said they was going to.
Because you know what? You don't want to be.
Huh?
You don't want to be liked.
I refuse to be liked.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
Like, I used to want to be different on purpose. Like, one of my friends always was like, anytime they would say something, I would be the one that would go against it. You do that too.
I do
you
that.
You find a way to go. Yeah, you get a kick out of it.
Yo, what did I say to myself? Hold on. Oh, I took my phone.
Oh, you gotta go to your phone.
No, I'm not even gonna look at my phone. It was like I'm the official people pisser offer. I wanna go by that. I'm the official people pisser offer. PPO. Call me up, PPO.
No, you're not doing that. No, what the new kids say, I'm not jacking that. I don't like saying jacking. When I came up, jacking meant you got jacked. You got someone robbed your shit.
Yo, listen,
I say cop, even though cop is not great. But I say cop. I'm gonna cop that. I don't say jacking.
I don't give a fuck if you jack.
I'm not jacking what you jack.
I don't give a fuck if you jack. What you're not jack. If you're jacking, that fuck you up.
Don't make me regret. So all right. Let me do my story and then you add to it. All right, let's do that. All right, let's do that. All right. So bottom line, this dude is one of the reasons why we were the original podcast.
Put stuff in the podcast.
Yes, it was supposed to be relationship based. How many years ago we was supposed to start? Before the pandemic.
Pre-pandemic.
Like 2018. Yeah. All right. So about 2018, we was brainstorming about doing a podcast. It was going to be at his spot at the time, right?
Elmo Park, yep. It was supposed to be Elmo Park.
Yeah, it was right down there. It was supposed to be Elmo Park in the basement.
The
basement was lit. It had a whole bar, had a whole situation. It was going to be me, him, my homegirl Chrissy, Jonathan, and somebody else.
My boy Shiggy.
Shiggy?
Yeah, Shiggy was living with me at the time.
All right. I knew it was somebody else that was supposed to be. It was supposed to be 5 people. Jonathan was supposed to be behind the mic. You only heard his voice.
Yep.
But that never happened. It never came to be. So after that, he kept, because he was the dude like always listening to Joe Budden podcast. He was like, yo man, I need to do a podcast. So I said, let's join together and do it.
Hold on.
Never.
I just want to cut you off 2 seconds, right? I know I suck at this, right? But I just want to let you know, you niggas are fucking trending fashion. You guys just want to do a podcast because it's a podcast. You feel me? I'm tired of this shit. Niggas, the podcast is not going to get you up to that. You guys are not really dedicated to this. This is why I don't do this shit, because I'll just sit on this fucking shit and just talk shit to you guys.
He's going to rant.
He's going to rant
and rave about what he doesn't like.
You guys are not dedicated to this shit. You guys just do this shit part-time to get a bag, bro. And I get it. Yeah, it's all part of the bag, but your bag is not big enough. You guys don't even see past doing the podcast. Whatever.
Can I go back to what I was trying to tell the people so they can understand why you're fucking here right now?
You're right.
Okay. Like I was trying to say for the 5th time. Alright, we were trying to put a podcast together. It didn't happen. But years down the line, pandemic happens. This nigga's like, I don't know what happened. You was rolling with me for some reason. Right? Then I was like, let's go to Walmart for some reason. Right? You go to Walmart, your phone dies.
Something like that. Yeah.
Your phone dies. I'm with him. Now, if I tell anybody, you got to do that again?
Yeah, it's running.
Jesus Christ. But anyway, bottom line, I don't sit down.
My fault.
It sneeze over there. Like I was saying, like I was trying to say, we was at Walmart, and when we was at Walmart, your phone died. And for some reason, we got separated. Now, I'm the type of person, if you with me, I don't care how old you are, who you are to me. If you with me, you're my responsibility. That's just how I was raised. That's how I program everything. Like, that's how it processes in my head. So, This motherfucker disappears. So I'm like, okay, he probably went out to the car. Go out to the car, can't find him. Alright, go back into Walmart, look around, can't find him. Now his phone died, so he can't answer the phone. I'm thinking he'll go to the electrical spot, charge his phone. He's not there. I'm walking around crazy looking for this motherfucker. Now I'm getting heated, because now I'm like, I should bounce. But the voice in my mind says, you can't bounce. That's your cousin. You brought him here. Where the fuck is he? I'ma always be worrying. That's just how I am. I keep looking for him. Tell the motherfucker to go on an announcement, say his name, all that good shit. Nothing. So now I'm bugging. So now I call his girl. Call his girl. His girl comes down to the Walmart. We're looking around for this nigga. And she said something to me that I knew was not true. She was like, maybe he just left. And I was like, why would he just leave? The car's right there. He knows I'm inside. Why would he just leave? This nigga just left. This nigga just left me there, looking around, not knowing. She called till he called back and said that this nigga just roamed off to somebody else's house that he knew that was nearby, and that was it. So, I was fucking heated. I was fucking fuming. I'm like, bro, you could have said anything, did anything, like, I could have left and been in the right, because there was nothing to do. You was already secure, right?
Yeah.
So I could have just left, but that's just not how I am. So I was pissed. So I told him, I told his girl, I was like, listen, this nigga gotta apologize to me. And at the time, he didn't think nothing of it. He kind of was like, what's the problem? So I cut him off. And I ain't talked to him for about 2 years, right? A year and a half? Something like that. And then he hit me up like, yo, you not talking to me? I wouldn't answer. And I've done that to a lot of people, especially in the last few years of my life. So, I'm talking to him now because, what was it? My birthday? When did you hit me up? You hit me up? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright. So I'm taking you back. I want to know. Yeah, we haven't talked like this. So, around my birthday, I think he hit me up. And when he hit me up, I thought about it and I hit him back. And I was like, bro, I just wanted you to apologize. There was no real whatchamacallit, but bro, I was looking for you that whole time. Understand, I'm not one of them niggas that's just like, oh, that nigga's gone, alright, I'm out. I know niggas like that. It's like they only give a fuck about what they got in their whole scenario. I'm not like that. A lot of times in my life I put people before myself. Sometimes that's a hindrance on me. Sometimes that's good. But I digress. So, that's how we started talking recently, since the last few months. And he still wasn't doing his fucking podcast. He still was ranting and raving, still running around like running amok. You know what I mean? And I was like, bro, come on the podcast. Because you need some motivation for what you're doing right now. So is that about correct?
Yeah,
I tell the people what?
I just want to say fuck y'all niggas again.
See how disrespectful. I tell a whole story about how he redeemed himself, and the nigga just gonna say fuck people.
Y'all niggas don't even like me.
But that's, you know what? There's a lot of pain behind that.
It's no pain.
Yes,
It's just the same
yes,
thing all the time.
You're telling a nigga that knows.
Yo, I see y'all niggas, and y'all niggas.
That is all a defense.
Traveling.
That's a defense mechanism.
Yo, listen, it's not even a defense mechanism. I see y'all niggas. Listen, I see y'all niggas. All y'all niggas. All y'all niggas. All y'all niggas. I see y'all niggas. Y'all going to DR. Y'all going to the Bahamas. Y'all going to Turks. Y'all going to Caicos.
Sit down.
Y'all going to Trinidad.
Sit down. Shut up, nigga. Sit down.
I ain't doing nothing. Y'all going to
Shut up.
Trinidad.
Shout out to We Out Travel Group, because we just came from DR.
That's your peoples. I'm not talking about
those. You know the people. You know the people. Don't talk about
them. No, these people is good people. Those people is good people. I'm not talking about them.
You talking shit, nigga.
No, I'm not talking about those people, though.
That's the
problem. I'm not talking about those people. The people that I know that's traveling and that's doing the We Out, that's separate from what I'm talking about.
Don't disrespect, motherfucker.
I'm talking about these hood boogies. And we hood rats.
Everybody's going to travel now. It's the travel season.
it's a trend.
So?
Yo, I said on Facebook about
Bro, why?
6 weeks ago.
Alright, it's a trend. Alright, that's cool. Everything black people do is pretty much a fucking trend. So
that's not cool.
So what should we do, sir? Lead us the way. Since you know everything, and I've been.
I don't know everything.
But you're acting like you do. And when you act like you know everything, people going to test you like you do. So what should black people do? These hood boogers that you talking about, tell these motherfuckers that you think are watching that are hood boogers. Tell them.
You want to explain my black play? And I'm not even on some brother play shit, but you want to explain to me?
Please don't do brother. I don't know.
No, I'm not a brother play, but I can tell when you do it.
Who's the other dude?
You forcing me in that. You forcing me in that. I'm trying to be funny.
Who's the other dude?
I don't know. I only know brother play.
The other one that you like donations. Who's
talking about that? You talking about that? Like, I'm not worried about him. But they all have the same thing. But the problem is they're going about it the wrong way. And you brought me to this.
What are you talking about? Bro, I'm trying to intro the fucking podcast. That's all I'm trying to
cut this shit out anyways. But
no, it's not. They seeing it, even if it's not cut out. Go ahead.
That's true. My problem is, right?
Tell me your problem.
Yeah. We don't even get along as, like, friends.
You talking about black people?
Yeah. The fuck?
You want to go into black? That's not even on the docket. You want to go into black people?
No, you said like you want me to go on that thing. You want me to go on that little tirade.
No, I don't want
you to go on that tirade. We gotta be friends. We're not even friends. Like black people, men and black women can't even stay in the same circle.
Let's take it realer than that. You're not even family, cause you got family issues, right? So it starts with the family. Fuck friends. Friends is after family. You gotta deal with your family first. That's your first example of how things are going. So you gotta deal with family first. So I think a lot of times your perspective on black people, even though it might be some outside shit, like how people just notice the word perspective because Kendrick said it, it all boils down to family first.
Yo, I got.
I'm good at this shit. Don't fuck with me.
You know, you right. All right, so you want to talk about family? I feel like, and I see it. I watch a lot of history docs and stuff like that, and I feel like the 60s and 70s and 80s and you know, I feel it more in like if you had a dad, if you were born, let's say like 85 to 96, maybe 85 to 2000. Let's go like that. I would bring it down to a little bit more.
Oh, you mean that range from 85 to 2000?
85 to 2000.
That's a drastic change.
It's a drastic change, but it's like the same group of parents. It's technically the same group of parents. If
you mean the same group of parents that make the kids from 85
to 2000? It's the same group of people. It's the same group of
people. Well, I'm wrong, but my people, they had me late. I'm the latest baby.
You're the latest baby.
So I can't do that because they had me when they was in their 30s and 40s.
Okay, but
so from that range, 85.
But even if
let's say the parents are 20 years past that, so that means they was born 65. So you're talking about parents that are born in the 60s having kids from 85 to 2000, and that works.
Even 50.
That works.
Even
that works.
50s,
that works. Tanya, my older sister, she was born 68. She had Layla at 2003.
2003. Okay, my mom.
So that's still drastic.
71. My mom's 71, and my sister is 2002. She had me at 92. So I'm talking about that age range. I'm talking about that age range.
Okay, go into that.
So I would say this, that generation is not talking about anybody specific, but like that generation is probably like the lostest generation all time.
Why? Because they were babies in the 60s, and that was a drastic change.
Yeah, and they were kids. They were teenagers in the 80s and 90s.
They were kids. No, they were kids. They were babies and children in the 60s. They were kids in the 70s. They were teenagers in the 80s. So in the 80s, you got the crack epidemic. In the 70s, you got heroin hitting. You got the whole pretty much. You got the whole whatchamacallit of You got the whole devastation of the black family taking the black man out of the house.
That's the lost generation.
Yeah. Okay.
They're the ones that fucked up it for us.
So you think that's where you get grandma being one of twerk and do all this young girl shit stuff from?
They're the pre-millennials, basically. That's
You know, I'm
Bernice.
half and half.
Yeah, that's
I'm
Bernice.
half Generation X and Millennials.
I'm
like the border, whatever.
If you want to be real, the ending of that, the ending of those kids, and whatever, the ending of those parents are the people that are like, I don't want to say no names, but like, if you're like 45 plus, you're the ending of doing that. You might have not been in that era, but you grew up in that era, and you didn't make those. You're making Gen Z babies, and the Gen Z babies is correcting your wrongs. You feel me? They're doing what the
Gen Z
millennials
is after millennials. Right?
Yes, the Gen Z babies are correcting
What are we
everything.
doing after Gen Z? Because we're at Z.
They're going to be perfect. They are going to be the perfect
What's the
people.
next generation? What do you want to call it?
But they're going to be the perfect people. Because Gen Z is going to correct all the wrongs that millennials didn't do. You feel me?
Why do you think they're going to correct them?
Because they already are. They already are.
I think we're in a super, super duper sensitive age.
Yeah, but okay. So I'm gonna say this.
So how?
It's going to be so broken that it has to be rebuilt.
My generation we were raised off of rated R. The kids, we saw the bullshit. The one thing about
the end of that.
One thing about the 80s is everything was dark. The movies was dark. Outside was dark when the sun was out. It just had a dark texture to that whole generation, that whole decade. The 90s is lit up a little bit more because you had more money. You could walk around a little bit more. Hip hop, got into bread, movies. They started generating more. 2000 is bright as a motherfucker. Popcorn bright, light. 2000 it was. The early 2000s is all about shiny shit, all about bright shit, all about popping out. The videos all reflect that.
That's the Puff Daddy era.
No, Puff Daddy started in the 90s, but when he started in the 90s, moved.
Shine. I'm saying he shot. That was the reflection of him. You know what I'm saying? Like Diddy did something, but he was the reflection of that era. Like what, the shiny shoe shit? Like what? Mace was my favorite rapper until I
never understood why Mace was everybody's favorite.
I didn't know any other rappers.
Because you gotta understand. Well, I guess for you, you 90 years.
I knew rappers,
no,
but I wasn't into rappers.
Was Mace? I knew Murder Mace was nasty, but Mace, he had one good album, and I danced to all of them. I love dancing to Mace songs.
I'm a radio guy.
Okay.
I'm a radio kid.
How do you become a radio kid and end up being the underground though? You listen to whatever you want. You're not the radio kid.
Yeah, but that's the. My high school was that blog era. I was racing to find new music. My high school era was the racing to find something new.
Your high school was like a college? Like how the college?
My high school era was basically the college era of music. You know what I'm saying? That was the early era of Wiz Khalifa, Currency, Wale, Big Sean. I'm talking about 06, 07. This is LimeWire era. This is what I'm growing up to. I had a laptop.
2002.
No, this is 2006, 2007, 2008.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I'm on. My growing up, my 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade was all finding new music. That was early LimeWire. That was early Drake. That was early Lil Wayne. That was mixtape shit. That was mixtapes.
That was
you
the
know
Droughts. That was the DJ Drummers. That was all that shit.
That was the end of Soulja Boy. You know, technically the end of Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy was heavy on LimeWire.
Well, he was 05. That's 05, 06.
05. I'm talking about 06. I was on LimeWire 06, 07.
That's when he used to buy all those Chryslers.
He was wild, yeah. He was
had the big ass.
Yo, I heard music from St. Louis, Louisiana, all that shit, because everybody did the Soulja Boy technique.
That's when music wasn't set regionally like it used to be.
That was the emergence of music on like a national platform where J. Cole was from North Carolina, but he brought his North Carolina ass.
But his sound, he never sound like a North Carolina.
He's a New York.
He sounded like a New York. So, but that you'll hear back in the day, you would hear people that was from the South, but if they sounded like Exhibit always sounded like he was an East Coast dude. but he was a West Coast dude. He was in California or some other place on the West Coast.
That's one of the.
I'm just saying, but he would get played because it's like, oh, he sounds like
an East Coast guy.
But now you hearing dudes that sound straight Southern all the time at this time, talking about these early 2000 times, and that being like the record, like that was the record in their town. Now this is the record killing everything.
Shit, I was talking about this shit today. 2000 to me is probably one of the best eras of music because it was more regional than anything. The 98 to the 2006 was the most regional era of hip hop.
What you mean regional? Like
you could identify with an Atlanta record from a Miami record, from a Texas record, from an LA record to a New York record to a Chicago record to a Indiana record.
From 03 to now, everything in Atlanta has been hit. From 03.
Yes. Okay.
Oh,
so
no. Before then, but from taking over, like, because you got maybe a little 2002, Yin Yang Twins, Usher coming out with that record, Confessions, anything Southern in that time,
that 10 years
till now, to this day now, yes, they still killing. Don't matter what.
No. I'm not talking about the killing. I'm talking about. Okay, so I say from like 2000.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yes and no.
I mean, they had a killing in the early 2000s to the mid, and I understand.
Yes, but I'm talking about to find what the Atlanta record was from a New York record, from an LA record, from a Texas record. You can hear that from 98 to 2010. Yeah. After 2010, it was no blurred line.
96.
Okay, 96. I'm 92 baby, so I would say 98 because
I'm giving you the middle.
Yeah.
I mean, 96 New York was still. Hip hop was still New York. New York still ran it.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the run it part. I'm talking about the definition of a Southern record.
But you could tell that in 96. You could.
Yeah. Okay. So 96. Yeah, you could say 96.
Yeah, you could tell that in 96. Well, I know you said 98, but I'm just giving that leeway.
Well, I'm saying 98 was the best. I think it was 98 or 96.
I put the golden age from 88 to 98.
88 to 98, no.
That's what, for you going to say no.
I would say 88 to, like 96.
No, 98.
Golden,
you know why?
Golden. I'm talking about golden.
Yes. You know why I say 98? You know why?
Okay.
Even though Puffy came in and shined everything up in 97, right?
Mm-hmm.
97, you still had Wu album.
That's 97.
That's 98. What do you got? Pun. What do you got?
X.
With Cannabis. X. Corrupt coming out with his joint. Nori. You got.
Well, I would say 96. 96
no, 98,
was
bro.
96 was the more revolutionary
98
year,
was the last moment because 99 was a weird year. 99 people put out albums, but those albums wasn't specifically good. But not all of them.
So 96 was Reasonable Doubt. Let's talk about it. 96 was the Reasonable Doubt year, which we had the Busta, the whatever. That was the end of the golden year.
Oh, you mean the coming?
Yeah,
you're right.
That was the end of the golden year. 96. I would say the end of. But after 96 was more revolutionary.
I understand what you. 96 was the last year. I tell you this. 96 was the last year that if you made a record that was considered underground, you would still get radio play. In 96, right?
98, I would say.
You could. Well, why? Because you got Black Star. I understand.
Yeah.
But that's one group.
Maybe even 2003, if you want to be real.
Bruh, we're talking about the golden age.
Okay, the golden age ends at 98. I would say 98. Okay, you're right about that. 98.
The whole time I'm trying to tell them it's 98, bro.
You're right about that. I'll take that. I'll renege my whole point. 98 was probably the last year you could probably do that.
Yeah. Then it became super duper like you got
radio.
Radio. 106 Park hit with that.
That was 98 too.
99, 2000, one of them years. Yeah, they came out. Same year as TRL too on MTV. 99 because Eminem had just came out. It was 99.
Clean it up, Michael. I don't think.
Yeah, no, that's the third album.
Can we talk about how Eminem is not in anybody's top 10 of all time?
Are we going to do this right now?
No, not really. Can I get some juice?
I said the juice was upstairs, but yeah, you want to go upstairs and just let me rock? You should stay here.
Good.
This nigga likes to tell me how to do my shit.
I just want to see my aunt, and I'm coming right back.
What the fuck? This is not. This is disrespectful on all levels right now. Hey! This is so fucking disrespectful. The host is supposed to do all this shit, Negro. Don't call me that name. You got me. Oh, I do have to. You want the fuck? I don't care.
Niggas hate me because I'm real. Niggas hate me because I'm fake. Just kidding. I was gonna tell. I'm bringing it on my phone again.
Right. Oh, you don't have to put it out.
No. It's because of. I don't want to smoke the camera.
Oh, you don't want to smoke. Who are you trying to prove something to?
No. You gonna put it on.
Nigga, this is not.
No, I got a good job.
Pick this shit up. Listen, this is disrespectful. Pass me a lighter, too.
You gonna edit all this out.
Not really. I don't like to edit too much.
Oh, we on live, too. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know, nigga. This is not how I like to do it. Can you come over here, smoke the hell over here, nigga?
I'm not smoking nothing. Smoking on food tonight.
Yeah, I ain't saying that online. Fuck you.
But it's a song, so I sung it.
Okay, we talked about all types of shit I didn't want to talk about.
We went on a date, like
Kendrick Lamar verse. Song.
Kendrick Lamar song. The new song, I didn't listen to it yet.
You didn't listen to it yet?
I refuse to.
Okay. Why you refuse to listen to this song? I'm not a Kendrick fan. I like the first album, and then after that, it's kind of like I've never listened to the other albums. Even though
I don't like hip hop, so I don't listen to it.
But we just had a talk about the golden age, and now you say you don't like new hip hop.
I tried to stop listening to hip hop. Like I'm forced to listen to hip hop because like people listen to it around me, and I listen to it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I downloaded a lot of hip hop records, so excuse me. And new hip hop records. I'm not gonna front, but do I? Sit there
I'm talking
to
the staircase right now. Go ahead.
Do I sit there and like fucking listen to it all day and all?
Nigga, I asked you about the Kendrick shit.
I didn't listen to it. It's not like I refuse to listen
It's
to
good.
it.
It's good.
Okay. That's great.
Next. Kevin Samuels.
Oh,
now you want to come on. Whatchamacallit, huh? Yeah.
Listen,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now.
Oh,
right?
God. Yeah, I'm about to get canceled right now.
This is my fault. This is my fault because like I should have filled Kevin Samuels' void, right? Kevin Samuels is a good man, but he did it wrong.
You gotta say Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he did it wrong because he's not supposed to beat down anybody. Everybody has the right to their own opinion. If you only make $30,000 a year and you want $1 million, nigga, go ahead, baby. Go. Score! If you get it, right? You get it. But what he was wrong is he should have been on some like, baby, alright, you want that, but let's be realistic. Like, not everybody is afforded that luxury. You feel me? Like, a nigga is gonna want somebody that looks like mega good. He might not want somebody that looks like, and that's not wrong to say. That's not wrong to say because everybody has preference. You know what I'm saying? That's a preference thing. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, I can bag a fucking Megan Good. No, I can't. I know. I'm not gonna hit up every IG baddie that I see and be like, yo, you're a baddie. You know what I'm saying? Call me. You know, let me take you on vacation. I can only afford so many vacations a year, baby. I'm not a fucking 7-figure ass nigga. You feel me? But I will get there eventually. So that's, you know, it's different. That's perspective. That's now it's
perspective.
That is perspective.
That's what. Wait. You didn't listen to Kendrick Lamar, but you listened to the whole intro.
No, I didn't listen to anything.
Okay, so what got you mad off of perspective?
Yo, listen. I was scrolling. You know what? I was doing something that I wasn't supposed to. I was not minding my own fucking business.
You definitely wasn't.
I wasn't. I was scrolling and I saw somebody say, yo, life perspective dash Kendrick Lamar. And I got really mad off that because it's like, nigga, every day you wake up, there's a fucking perspective on your life. On any life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that. That's like, y'all niggas is baffled off of like simplicity. Like the simplest things you guys are baffled off of. Like, nigga, I can wake up and say like the grass is greener. If I'm famous, you guys are gonna like, oh my gosh, my pussy's wet. Like, this shit don't make no sense. You guys are fucking frustrating the fuck out of me, yo. Like, fucking frustrate the fuck out of me, yo.
As he pours more Tito's.
Y'all niggas frustrate the fuck out of me, like. Y'all niggas jump for celebrities, and celebrities is not helping you.
Hit that.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, go ahead. Go change it.
Celebrities is not helping y'all. Celebrities is only fucking, yo, listen, I'm gonna give a fucking good ass shout out right now, right? Shout out to the #1 celebrity in my life, right? I fuck her OT, bro. I know her, me and her have been cool since, you know, way back in the day. I fuck with her. Taylor fucking Brett. She's fucking spending all y'all niggas' money. Everybody is on Instagram. Everybody's going crazy for her. And we always have fucking Taylor Brett. Her name is Taylor. Nigga, I know her from Teaneck. Nigga, Taylor. Nigga, I know her.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Taylor. Nigga on Instagram. You out on Facebook. You probably have her.
Maybe I do.
Taylor Brett on Instagram, whatever.
I'm not trying to
She's making everybody spend their fucking coin. You feel me? Pretty fucking African American female. She's fucking baddie. She's a baddie, right? That's my nigga.
Spend money.
But I'll tell her.
You're not going to get nowhere with nobody if you ain't spending money.
Yeah. And I tell her all the time, right? This is my nigga, and I tell her all the time. She said, yo, I'm so hesitant about chilling with niggas, whatever. But you can't be hesitant when you coming from the strip club and you have $5,000. Niggas want to be around $5,000 money. Most niggas can't make $5,000 in a month. Most women can't make $5,000 in a month. So, like...
That's a night, right?
She made it in a night. And niggas is not even doing it in a day.
No, I understand that.
You feel me? Niggas not even doing it in a month.
Unless they're really out there. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying? And listen. Life is perspective. I've been saying this shit for so long. I was like, yo, $1 million is a lot of money. Niggas is like, oh my gosh. Like, yo, you don't know because you don't make it. Yo, listen, I've seen people that are millionaires, and like 1 million. Not multiple, 1 million. And I'm telling you that 1 million for that lifestyle is not sufficient. That's not sufficient. It's not sufficient. It is not sufficient. $1 million is not a lot of money. If you want to break it down to $1 million, it's not a lot of money.
Roe versus Wade.
Hell no. Hell no. I love women. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do with your body, cool. Maybe that's why I don't have kids.
Women.
I love women.
Oh, that's it. You just repeating it.
Now listen, this is my problem. I don't have a problem with the whole aspect because it's more of the scope of like your game. You feel me? And how much you make. You feel me? I'm the type of nigga that can't offer $10,000 tomorrow. I might, but I can offer life insurance. I can offer health insurance. I can offer dental insurance. I can offer things that you need month to month. I can offer car insurance. You know what I'm saying? Niggas like me exist. You need things that's paid, that's month to month, and maybe we could do it. But you don't want to fuck with a nigga like me. You know what I'm saying?
Quick fix?
Not even a quick fix. We might have $5,000 to give you if you're going to spend it right. You bitches is hustling that. I don't mean bitches that's $1 in the cup. I don't even have $1. But y'all, you know.
Move the fuck back.
My fault. This is my problem. This is my problem with people and stuff like that. Like life is a perspective. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't think you're going to sit here and be like,
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No.
Perspective.
Perspective.
Yeah, we're talking about perspective.
Oh, there's people that's
Yes.
joining me.
Yeah.
There's 7 people.
Yes, nigga.
I had 1,002.
Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm lit right now.
Are
People
you?
is fucking with me on this tag shit.
Are you lit?
Yeah, I'm lit. Yo, shout out to Tasman TV. Fucking
So-
Theo in the fucking building.
So, why, Mr. Sir, if you have a lot to say, put that Tito's down. You good. You could put it down for a minute. Yeah, you good on that. You good. I know. You good. You right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna like.
You're moving a lot. All right.
I'm gonna have to move a lot.
All right. Here, get it like that up. Listen. This man here, this is my cousin. I love him to death. You know what I mean? He came under me. I love this guy to death. He has a very unique perspective on how he sees things. And I understand it. Because I'm a weirdo and I'm outside. That's kind of why, I don't know why people say this word. People say, what I'm doing now fits me. And I'm like, really? Okay, whatever. But I did it with rapping and I've taken that same energy and I'm just putting it here. He has a very unique pinpoint of way of how he talks and gets his shit across. I think I told him this in the car. I think sometimes it's just our delivery. It's not what we're saying, because what we're saying have logic to it, but our delivery and how we get it across may come off offensive to some people. But I asked him, why aren't you doing your own podcast? Because you're the type of person that needs it. You're the type of person that needs to express themselves.
Can I do this? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to pass it.
Yeah,
It's not mine. I got it from him. He wanted it.
Right? You're good. Go.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? The reason why I don't do my podcast is because I feel like I'm falling apart of the trend.
Now, right here, explain all of them.
Okay, my fault. I feel like I'm falling apart of the trend, and I feel like I maybe missed the glory, or maybe missed my heyday, or whatever. Maybe, I don't know. But I know I'm better than half y'all niggas. So you bring me in your podcast, and I'm gonna make your podcast go up and up and up and up and up. That's all you need, nigga. You need me. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to sell myself. I'm just trying to let y'all know. They got my live wire, nigga. So
he's definitely a fucking live wire.
If you want me, nigga, you can call me, nigga.
No.
I gotta send you my Zelle. I can send you my Cash App, nigga.
Fuck that. Do your own.
Why would I do my own when I could get money off of feeding you niggas the juice, the sauce?
Because everybody, like you said, you think is a trend now, right?
It's a trend, yeah.
Yeah, but
so I'm gonna feed off the bag.
Yeah, but
they give me the bigger bag.
But a lot of the people that are doing it because of the trend, they think they're that shit anyway. They already think they're that shit.
But the problem is that they do it for the bag. I do it because this is me 24/7.
You can't control it.
This is me 24/7. This is how I act. If you know, nigga. I am a live ass nigga, yo. I'm a live ass nigga. Your life will be better if you come around me. Your life might be dangerous a little bit because I'm a live ass nigga and I talk my shit, but I'm a safe ass nigga too. I know when to get the fuck out the spot. Maybe sometimes I'm a little bit too late. Sometimes I'm on time, just in case. Yo, listen, God got me. So as long as I know that.
So what else? So what else do you do, sir? What else?
I live to talk shit.
I see that.
I'm about to be a published author.
So you live to talk shit. That sounds like the title of the fucking book. I live to talk shit. No. Why not? It says it right there.
No. That's not my perspective.
Straight and to the point.
No, that's not my perspective. I'm a fucking storyteller.
But all right, but pick one. You live to talk shit.
Yeah.
And your story will tell.
Yo, listen. I talk shit because I know what I do, and I know where I came from. You feel me?
That's cool. I'm not taking that away from you. What are you doing? Like, I could say I'm talking shit right now, but even when I talk my shit, I'm trying to get to the end where the nugget of logic is at. I'm not just trying to ramble. Peak game. No, peak game. I'm not trying to belittle anybody. There's times I go on a tangent. But I gotta understand why I'm going on this tangent and what's going to be the result of it. It can't just me going on a tangent continuously. Because after a while, when the people are entertained off of it, they're gonna get tired of it. There's gotta be some at the end, and I'm telling you this for real. There's gotta be some at the end. I know you're frustrated with people and how they move and how they live. You look like you're standing outside the crowd and you're looking at everybody jump off the cliff. Mama always said, if your friends jump off the cliff, are you going to do it? That's why I'm the nigga when anybody's watching the news, I'm like, that's phony, that's fake. And they look at me like I'm crazy, but I'm telling you because everybody's programmed to do the same shit. So I'm telling you, who do you want to be? Your mind makes it up. Just like you told me, I put myself in that position. You're right, I do. I'm hoping, but hoping ain't going to get me what I want. So, what do you want to do? What position do you want to put yourself in?
Yo, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100.
Keep it 100.
I'm gonna keep it 100.
Because 100 is always going to work.
6th grade. I was in 6th grade, never 6th grade. Right.
Okay.
No.
That's hard for real, nigga. Let's
right.
go.
I was like, oh, I want to be president.
Okay.
I felt I could be president.
Okay.
I felt in 6th grade I could be president.
Okay, Kanye, talk to me.
And I feel like today I can still be president.
Okay, but what attributes tell you that?
I hit every dynamic in the world. I hit every dynamic in the world. You cannot tell me I don't hit every dynamic in the world. I'm pro everything.
You are, and you don't even see it. You don't even see the conceitedness in it. You don't even see it. You're so into you. You can't even see outside of that.
I don't give a fuck anything
but you
outside
do.
of it.
Everybody that says they don't give a fuck always do because they gotta say they don't give a fuck. A person that really don't give a fuck won't even say shit. They won't even be around you.
You know what?
They won't even be around to say that.
I
do
give a
say
fuck.
I don't give a fuck, you really do.
You know what? I do give a fuck. And you know what? I give a
That's
fuck.
why it hurts you so much.
No. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't
hurt.
But I'll tell you this.
Bro, it does.
Wait, hold on. I'll tell you what hurts. Because I'm so into myself, I stop myself.
You stop yourself at a point.
And I'm at the point. I'm at the point where all I have to do is
Did someone
take a
tell
step.
you something that you couldn't do that got under your skin? Never.
I think
people.
I think the only thing
I got shit in my head from 10, 15 years ago that still fucks with me.
Okay.
So let's be real.
The thing that scares. No, it's not even that scares me the most. The only thing that holds me back, and still myself, is the fact that I can't even say this on camera.
It deals with someone else.
It's a whole different circumstance. But I'll tell like this. What holds me back right now? What holds me back is a situation that happens to me that I can never let go of.
Okay, but it's from years back.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question? Because this is serious shit. No fun and games, no just rambling on. How did you deal with your situation when you were? You were still in high school at the time, right?
Yeah.
Was senior, junior year?
Nah, senior year.
Senior year.
It would have been better if my
shout out to Coach Dre. You know what I mean? He shouted you out on this. You know what I mean? Shout out to him. The comedy coach. You had an incident where you fell in high school while you was playing, right?
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I mean, I could go through the long story short. I mean, like.
You remember all of this type of. I never asked you straight up about this. This is the first time I'm asking you straight up about it. If you don't want to talk about it, don't talk about it.
I'm an athlete, yo. I'm fucking. I should have been 6. I should have been 6'6", but my mom and my dad betrayed me because my dad is 6'3" and my mom's 6 foot.
Oh my
so you know,
God.
I love them, but I hate them at the same time.
Go ahead.
I was an athlete. I was a freak of nature. I could jump out the gym, right? So I was jumping. You know what I'm saying? I was jumping, and I jumped behind my wits because I was going like this. And you know, shout out to my nigga Novi knows I love him so much. He jumped forward. I mean, he wasn't the biggest nigga in the world, but he was definitely bigger than me. Nigga, I was like 120 pounds bag of sticks. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I jumped back, and he jumped forward, and as he jumped forward, his elbow hit my temple. So, you know, the way how it was explained to me was, you know, Toy Story characters.
You fell?
Collapsed.
Lit.
You know what I'm saying? And then I fucking got up. I got up automatically. You know what I'm saying? That's adrenaline. That's everything running through your system. So, you know, I was...
But your mom wasn't there at that time.
I don't know. I can only tell you what, you know, what was told to me. So I got up and I take 3 steps and somebody said fall down. I heard that. Yo, somebody said stop, fall down, something. Because everybody, it was a whole traumatic incident. The room was whole quiet. I get up, like everything, like 1, 2. Somebody said fall down. I fall down. They bring me to the fucking room, whatever. And somebody was like, shout out to Coach Ali, that's my nigga. Somebody was like, yo, my coach came in. He's like fucking 6'4", 6'5", big ass Jamaican nigga, loud ass nigga. All I heard was him talk, and I fucking jump up like I was late to practice. That's all I heard. I mean, whatever. And I was in the hospital for like 3 months.
I came and seen you. You don't remember. You was out.
Nah, everybody said they came to see me, but you know.
I came and seen you out there when that shit happened. When it happened, I didn't know the exact details. I just knew you got hit, you fell. It was a serious time for our family because we didn't know what was going on. He was in the hospital for a few months. I seen him, he had all the tubes and shit like that. I hate that type of shit going on. And when you got out of it, how different did you feel?
I don't know. Like, it's the only memory, you know, like how.
How did you feel coming out of it? Like, did you have one of those dream type shits, or did it was like it happened and you woke up and it was like time passed?
I feel like if I had to do it all over again, right? If I was at that moment, if I wish I had somebody at that moment and say like, this is a new life for you. Treat it like it. I was treating it like I was living my old life.
When you came out.
Yeah, you know, I didn't think of it like a new life. Like, you know, like you're trying to. I didn't read the room.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, how like I didn't know how to read a room. Like, you're 16, 17, you're trying to read a room. You can't read a room. Like you're having like you don't know what's real. You don't know what's fake. You're trying to get adjusted to what was life before. Well, life moved on.
Okay.
Like, you know, like, nobody's telling you, like, nigga, you've been away for 4 months. Like, you've been in jail for 4 months. Nigga, life sped up already.
Okay.
Life,
so you're trying to catch up being your old self.
I'm trying to go back to who I thought I was, but I was really never.
You think you're more alive after that?
Oh, I'm a different type of nigga.
That's why I said in the car, I said, is there a difference from you before than you after? Is it like one of your wake-up moments? Is it like what I say with my whole 5-year situation?
I was very gullible. I was very green. I was very gullible.
You could get taken advantage of easily.
No.
No, but just a matter of
yeah, for sure. I mean, like, just thinking about, like, I don't go into this, but whatever, like, the dynamic of, like, a household of a single mother, and you're the only boy, you're green. You're green as fuck.
Because you're being raised by your mother. And
you're not running the streets. I didn't start running the streets until I said, what am I doing sitting in the house? Like, I came home from the hospital, and I'm like, nigga, I'm like 17 years old. Like, I can go to the city right now. What am I? Yo, I bet. I knew my boy had a car.
You was very green. You was very homely when you were young.
Yeah, because I only cared about my family. I only thought about my family. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you were programmed.
Yeah, like everybody was around me. Like, so if my family didn't do it, then I wasn't doing it. But like when I came to the hospital, when I came out the hospital, I had a MacBook Pro. I had a MacBook Pro, and all I was doing, and I was looking at like 16, 17-year-olds on YouTube, like filming themselves, like going to New York City, and I'm like, Nigga, I can do that shit too, but niggas is not, like, I know how to get around the city. I know how to get on the 1 train, the 2 train, the A train, and the C train. Cool.
Okay. So you started living more. You started living more. You started flexing your wings a little bit more than usual. You're caring for being the self you weren't there. It was like, I'm past that. I have a second chance to do something else in my life.
I wrote down plans for the next like 15 years of my life. I got in trouble. I got mad trouble. I got suspended.
Do you think that you became the person you are now after that, more so if you didn't have that incident happen to you? Do you think you would be at this point in your life now just by generally growing, or did that contribute to your whole new perspective? Because you had a whole new perspective.
I would say 2 things. So if I didn't do that, I probably would have got my life together and went to college.
And you would have just been that guy.
I would have been green.
Your whole life.
I would have probably got married right after college. I would have probably had kids. I would have probably never would have thought about an HBCU. I would have. Nah.
So you would have been that guy?
No. I thought about HBCU.
Would you have been DJ? Because that's kind of DJ. That's kind of him. Yup. This is other cousin.
Similar.
In a similar aspect.
Similar.
He's a golden boy. I know.
Similar.
Yeah.
I would have been in competition with him. Like, realistically. But, like, I feel like I was in competition with him my whole life, but I was living a whole different life. He couldn't compete with my life.
Well, it's different. And I understand that because we've had talks where it was like, oh, okay, you don't. Because him to you is kind of like me and Troy.
No, it's like you and Brandon.
No, it's not.
Nah, yeah, it's like
me and Troy. Me and Brandon, he was still. Brandon's above you, so it's like, you know what I mean? But me and Troy, he's only a year and a half older than me. And I always wanted to be Troy. Always. Always. You can tell. You can ask her. You can tell I gave him my fucking birthday gift. That's how gullible and green I was, nigga. I was like, oh, you can have it, like, because I wanted to be that dude, but I was never that dude. It took me some time to figure out I'm not that dude and I don't have to be him. And that's kind of, I guess that's kind of in the same mode. I kind of like how you felt like you and him was going at a certain point because y'all was like the 92 babies.
Yeah, but like my thing is like, the thing is between me and him is like, he's that nigga. I'm that nigga too.
But like, he's that nigga because of what? I'm just asking. Because like, he did everything that he was supposed to do?
No, like, well, right now, the way how I feel in my, like, I would say, after 25, I would say, every time I see a black nigga shine, he's that nigga.
No, I got you. But that's
my thing. Like, he's that nigga. In his own definition, he's that nigga. I'm that nigga without a degree. That's how I consider myself. Like, all my friends, everybody go out and get it. They got, you know, they blanking on the million and they got a degree.
They might not, and you see it a different way.
Yeah, I see it a different way.
You definitely see it a different way. But because everybody in your age is like 30. So 30 is like, you gotta have something. You gotta have something by 30. 20, 25, you can fuck around with, but by 28, you gotta get your shit right so you can have something by 30, right?
Yeah, like my I would say the age range, the 35 and down. Like right now, if you're 35 and down, they set that trend. Like I would say maybe like even close to 40, like they kind of like set that trend. I would set they set that trend on like if I'm 30, so 10 years above me. 10 years above me, if you about 40, 39, 40, you about that age. They set a whole different trend because they were the niggas that was going to school. Like I'm talking about like it was a Black Planet niggas, the MySpace niggas, the original Facebook niggas.
Black Planet is when I'm in college.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I'm talking. So it's a little bit younger.
Black Planet is out. I'm like, oh, what's this?
Like that age range that them niggas like That was like the fucking spring break on BET. Them niggas was kind of like setting trends for niggas my age. Like they was doing the spring break. They was doing the HBCUs. They was setting trends. You know, yo, listen. I remember, yo. I was young. I was a young nigga. I was in Kurt's camp, right?
Okay.
Teenage. Where I died, right? I was in fucking Kurt's camp. And the same niggas that I seen.
What was this that we were doing?
Gang. I don't know.
I don't do that.
Yeah. The same niggas that I seen in Kurt's camp, they went to college. They was doing good shit. They was going to HBCUs. They might not even played in college.
Okay.
But they just went to HBCUs. They came back shining and got all the women. And they was driving the flyest cars. They was just that niggas. And I was like, damn, I want to be them. Like, they kept coming back to Kurt's camp, and I was like,
they're born. They living their life. They can get whatever they want.
I was like, oh yeah, I want to be them. Right? Cool. So, those are the niggas that I grew up with. All the niggas that was my age right now, they all went to college, they all went to HBCUs, they all married, kids, you know, living the life, you know. It's good for them. I'm happy for them. They got it. They did it your way.
So, we're going to end this off. We've done about an hour and a half or something.
We did more than an hour and a half. We didn't even talk music. Or Kevin Samuels. Or Williams.
You did talk real quick. I don't know what the fuck. How long has it been?
I don't know. It's only an hour. We could go for another hour.
No, we can't go for another hour. We can go for a half. But listen, it can't be an hour.
It's an hour and 4 minutes.
Okay. We got 15 minutes on it.
Yes, sir. But you could put that shit on, you could put that shit on the, on YouTube. I could put this directly on YouTube. What's good, party people? I don't even know why y'all talk to me or y'all listening to me. I fuck with y'all though. Fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a dirty nigga from Jersey. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I'm cute enough for you to fuck with.
Listen, I think we talked enough. I think you got serious in the middle of it. That whole jumping around, ranting shit. Tell them what you want them to know.
Who?
The people that's watching.
Oh, shit. Yeah. The people that I'm watching, I hope y'all fuck with me.
They don't.
If y'all don't fuck with me, is this live?
It's still on, nigga, yes.
Your live is still on?
Yeah, my phone one is.
Oh, God.
Listen, I'm gonna end this shit if you don't do this correctly. Alright?
Yo, Ty Smooth TV in the fucking building.
What's on Ty Smooth TV?
It's gonna be this content, probably chopped and screwed.
No. What else is on Ty Smooth? What else do you have to offer the people? You gotta be serious. If you're gonna do this shit, do it. If not,
Alright.
I got people. Shout out to Make It Enough podcast. They finally gonna come on sooner or later.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you this, right? And
shout out to the Roundtable podcast. I ain't shout them out for the last episode that we did with my brother. Fly Ty. You know, the Rock Boy D's. That podcast is very great. It's me and Sha on the Roundtable podcast. We joined up. We're going to do a couple more episodes just like that with some other guests. But check that out. I'll be DMing you all that information, putting it on all the social medias. What do you want to say?
Okay, cool. So if he's going to put the battery in my back, for real, because that's what you're trying to do, right?
I put battery in everybody's back. Yeah,
right,
do your shit.
Cool. So I'm going to break it down to you like this, right? Fuck. I hate myself, but I'm going to say this shit on camera, right? God. I'm going to say this shit on camera. I'm going to film myself saying this. So I'm a real ass nigga for saying this shit on camera, right? I'm going to take over.
Recording that time? You stopped recording, bro?
I recorded. We was live. We just live. I didn't record that. My fault. It's my fault. All right, cool. My fault. But I'm going to tell you guys on live, and I'm just going to make sure this is known, right? When I start, it's like a hurricane, right? It's going to be like a category 1 and the sea. This is like the category 1, right? But when the category 5 hits the land, it's going to be like Hurricane Katrina. You feel me? Some disastrous shit. You feel me? I'm going to put out so much content, you're going to be sick of me. 3 times a day, 7 days a week. I'm going to have no life. I'm just going to spoil you with my good looks, and my ugly face and some R&B music every morning, probably like 6 to 8, and then you're gonna have conversation with Smooth.
Okay.
You feel me? And then you're gonna have something else.
I don't know what a conversation with Smooth.
Conversation with Smooth is gonna be
that's a good one.
a midday conversation.
I don't give a fuck about. Listen, like I said before, this has been a Attention Horse podcast. This nigga done rambled enough.
I gotta go home.
He done rambled enough. All right.
I love you.